What's good, everybody? It's your brother Matt Black, the most dangerous black man on the internet, and I am black up in your face again with some more pro black commentary. So, my brothers, we got to talk about this whole passport thing, okay? I got to talk about the passport bros. And I know a lot of you that ascribe to a lot of that stuff that you're going to get upset with me, but I want you to hear me out, okay? I'm going to try to be as constructive as possible. And I'm not trying to tear you down or degrade you, but I want you to actually start thinking with logic. Okay, a lot of you have had your minds poisoned by a lot of opportunists out there who preach certain things in order to take advantage of you so that you'll keep coming back to their podcast or their dating shows or whatever, and they mess with your heads. All right, they just want money from you. They're not really concerned about you in that way. I know some of them say that they just want black men to be quote unquote happy, but I want to give you the truth so that you will be stable and be able to build in the future. It's not just about you being happy, okay? I'm not here to appease your hedonism. That's not what life is all about. That's something that females aspire to, just being quote unquote happy. And then you notice what makes them happy, it changes from time to time. If you give them one thing and they say they're happy, something else will make them happy later on. So they become very fickle in that regard when all they're consumed with is just happiness. This is not something that men should be overly concerned with. Yes, you should be content where you are, and this is something that you want to aspire to have some peace of mind in your life and stability around you, but just going for overt hedonism and pleasure 24/7, that's not what you should be aspiring to. That's actually a waste of life at the end of the day. And you only realize this once you become older. As an older man, you start realizing that, hey, I wish that I had spent more time in my youth when I had the energy being constructive and doing things that would actually benefit me rather than wasting my time uh, chasing pleasure or chasing tail. Because that's basically what the whole passport thing has become. All right, I've seen this is what the whole passport thing has become. It's basically become the black male version of the divestment movement. This is black men saying hashtag divest as another way of saying save yourself, black man, divest, get your passport, and leave the black community or Blackistan or whatever because the black woman is just so bad and she's not going to listen. She doesn't want to do what you want her to do, and she's got a whole bunch of kids and all this other stuff. So we need to get out of here, go to another country, and find a woman that appreciates you there, right? And it's like I said, it's gotten out of hand. How I can tell that it's gotten out of hand and that there really is no logic to it, it's all emotion, and a lot of it is silliness, is I see the whole get yourself a passport brothers attached to a lot of these videos of ratchet black females. You know, you have these guys, they go out of their way to find the worst videos of black women acting ignorant. And it's really women that you really should have no interaction with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me to where you're saying you need to go get a passport. If you're not around these women anyway, you shouldn't even be coming in contact with them. If you're a man of means, or you're a quote unquote high value man, or you're a man that is, someone who has uh, generated some wealth or some great social standing, you shouldn't even be coming in contact with these types of ignorant, ratchet women. You should be nowhere around women who are twerking at restaurants or getting into fights on the street. Like that says something about you if you're even in contact with those types of people. So you shouldn't even be posting those types of videos, okay? Because you shouldn't be around those types of people. That's not indicative of all black women. That's not indicative of all black people. So why are you even around someone like that? I have no contact with people, with women like that in my life. And I don't even qualify myself as high value. I'm just a regular, uh, blue collar black man. Okay. But I don't even associate with ignorance like that. Okay. If I see it, it's always like, I just happen to run into it during the daytime or something like that. But I don't spend any time around people like that. I never dated women like that. So why are you even bringing those people up? Now you see your some of your gurus out there, like those buffoons, Fresh and Fit. They have ignorant women on their podcasts like that all the time, and they make sure they find the most ignorant black women and these ridiculous hoish snow bunny white women on there, and they play these little mental games with you by putting them on their podcast. They do it because it's entertaining, so it gets you guys to come back. And basically, for them, what it is, it's like playing a basketball game with a bunch of children. They're slam dunking on children. They bring the most dumbest, ignorant, most ratchet black women up there, and then they overpower them with their little punk ass logic that they have, and then they come off they think they're coming off looking better somehow. I don't like their show. I don't like them personally. I think they're disgusting. They are not men. But I know this traps a lot of young men into watching their nonsense when they do that. There's nothing great about what they're doing there. Like I said, it's basically like you doing a slam dunk on a child, on an infant, and then making it seem like you're the greatest basketball player in the world because you have ratchet women and you're able to outthink them or out argue them on your platform. That's ridiculous, right? But going back to the whole passport thing, um, I mean, I hate to break this to you folks, but having a passport is just a piece of paper. It's a document, so you can travel from one country to the other. There's nothing special about it. It's not the key to infinity. It's not the thing that's going to unlock uh, a world of big booty women or something like that. Okay, it's not going to unlock a world of foreign women who are just waiting to open their legs to you. It's a document. Okay, you use it to travel from one place to the other. There's nothing special about it. And there's nothing special about you getting one. If you want to get one so you can travel and you want to enlighten yourself, I can understand that. Once again, I've always said this. I did a lot of traveling when I was younger, but mostly it was for business. It was for trying to uh, up myself when it came to my field and learn more, like going to conventions or just going to like business meetings or even going to business parties and get-togethers and gatherings, uh, going to pitch meetings, going to film festivals. It was a great thing, and I'm always grateful for those experiences. It helped me to better myself. It helped me to have a better understanding of the things that I do and the industry that I am into today. Okay. Very recently, I even found some of the old like programs and brochures from when I was actually in a lot of those film festivals, and it just brought back a lot of really good memories of the people I know and contacts and stuff like that. That's another thing. It helped me build contacts for business and whatnot. It helped me get work later on. So in that regard, it was constructive and it meant something. That's if you want to travel and get your passport, you should be thinking about stuff like that, not trying to go chase draws in another country. Okay, these guys get you all mixed up about what you really should be doing with your lives. They claim that it's not about women and you should be a man and be on your own, but all they're teaching you is how to relate to women 24/7. It's either complaining about women or running away from one group of women to go get another one. You can still get taken advantage of and used by women from foreign countries. I know men personally who have gone through that. Okay, I know men who marry these foreign women thinking everything's going to be copacetic, and they get back here and their whole life just gets torn apart. All right, it's not about getting a woman from a certain culture or a certain place. It's about the quality of a woman. Learn about the women you're getting with. Don't be a fool or be a simp for some foreign woman that's just going to take advantage of you anyway. These women are hip to the game, okay? They know you fools are coming out there. They know that you're coming there to spend money on them. They know you're going to show up trying to think you're going to find the perfect type of woman. So they're already going to act to get in good graces with you. And then once they got you, or they got their green card, or they got their citizenship, then all of a sudden you think that they're turning on you, but really they have planned to do that all along. Okay, I remember there's one black mathematician. He got robbed by his little Russian bride that he brought over here. He went to Russia to quote unquote find him a good woman, and she wound up calling her homies to rob him. Okay, they took all his stuff, and he can't even find her now. After she robbed him, she disappeared. This happens out here. Like I said, these women know you're coming. They see the nonsense that you put on social media. Social media goes global. It's not just in America. They can see you guys are out here ready to simp. And in some ways that is simping when you guys go overboard like that. Okay, and don't come here with that whole because I just recently saw this on Facebook where these people are some of these guys are saying that us pro blacks just don't want black men to have a good time. Don't do that. Please don't do that. If you do that here, I'm going to clown you, because now you're starting to sound like these females out here. When you start talking like that, you start talking about these females when I tell them that they don't need to be twerking everywhere. Now you're starting to sound like them. And that's what I'm saying. It's the same mentality. A lot of you get that from some of your crazy single mamas out here, where you just, once you get older, you just want to have a good old time. Life is not just about having a good old time all the time. You have to grow up at some point. You have to mature at some point. It's not about just chasing booty for the rest of your life, guys. That seems what this whole passport rhetoric seems to be about. It's just chasing booty forever, or going to chase draws and thinking life is going to be like Shangri-La somewhere else. It's not. Stop doing this nonsense. Be a little bit more logical. Be a little bit more mature. Think things through. Okay, don't let these so-called gurus misguide you into thinking that that's the only purpose for your life is chasing women somewhere. If you want to do some real self-improvement, you can do that. Excuse me, with or without the passport. There's ways to have self-improvement. It's not just about uh, going gallivanting around the world and trying to have these weird sexual adventures. Think things through, be logical, and you can improve yourselves. And don't just listen to these fools out here who are just trying to get money out of you or get views off of you, and trying to convince you that you need to run away somewhere to have a good time or find a good woman. It's about the quality. It's not just about where the woman is from or what culture she's from. You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. Anyway, Mad Black, and I will be back with my foot on these devil's back.